Coming up on the Angus Report, top quality grade cattle reach uncharted highs. Improving structure by collecting foot scores on the ranch.
A weather outlook for the coming spring.
A look at certified Angus beef's record-setting billion-pound year.
Crystal Albers is joined in the studio with AGI's Dan Mosier and Kent Anderson with Zoetis. And then a journey back through the history of the Kansas City stockyards.
This is the Angus Report. Hello and welcome to the Angus Report. I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Jenna McCrell, and this week for Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. The nation's cattle producers are supplying the highest level of quality grade cattle in the history of the business. Commitment toward improved genetics, cattle health, and management has led to the record supply of choice and prime grade carcasses. Almost 80% of harvested cattle in recent weeks have graded at the prime or choice level, according to the USDA Agricultural Marketing Service. Paul Dykstra with Certified Angus Beef explains the upward trend for quality beef.
2016 really just featured a continuation of what we've been seeing in beef carcass grading over the last decade, really. We saw the highest level, though, over that period of time in 2016 of choice and prime graded carcasses. Certified Angus Beef also saw the highest level of acceptance rate of those eligible carcasses last year as well, oftentimes in that 29 to 30% range at the best times for the year. So very, very strong on that front also. Well, really, we just have consumer demand at all levels. We've got that at food service, we've got that at retail and in the international markets. Well, I think there's more of an overall awareness by consumers and those businesses that are selling beef to our consumers about what quality product is. So when folks go out and spend their grocery money or go out to eat a nice meal, they're willing to spend more as long as they are faced with the promise of quality and a great eating experience. So I think that's a big part of that trend as well.
We'll share more on Certified Angus Beef's billion-pound year later on in the show.
A newly announced partnership now makes it easier than ever for Angus breeders to collect foot scores. The American Angus Association announces its collaboration with participating universities to assess foot structure on behalf of breeders who seek help in evaluating their herds. The new service allows animal science students and judging team participants to collect foot scores as they visit Angus operations. Association Regional Manager Chris Jeffcoat has more.
This is a new effort. Up until now, we've collected about 7,700 phenotypes on foot scores. But this is a new effort to assist members in collecting those scores, where AGI has partnered with livestock judging teams throughout the country. And that information will be available on the website, and you'll be able to contact the livestock judging coach in your area, and they'll also work with you then to put you in touch with a livestock judging teammate from that team to come out to the farm and or ranch and assist you with collecting those scores and actually scoring the cattle for you. And this is a new partnership that we're all very excited about to help assist the cattlemen collect more foot scores.
The association began accepting foot scores in 2014 to eventually develop an EPD for structure. Visit angus.org for more information or to access a list of participating universities.
Within Farm Bill meetings and discussions, a major point of concern will be the state of the agriculture economy. The Senate Ag Committee recently held its first field hearing in Manhattan, Kansas, where Chairman Pat Roberts said the new Farm Bill journey will not be like the previous one. Roberts noted the agriculture sector enjoyed high prices during the last decade, and now we face multiple years of low prices across the board. The latest USDA forecast for net farm income reports a 45% slide since 2013, and that farm sector profitability measures are mixed for 2017. Net farm income is expected to decline by more than 8%, marking the fourth consecutive year of declines since reaching a record high in 2013. U.S. farm debt is also trending upward. Since 1990, agricultural debt has increased an average of about 4% each year. Farmland values are following a downward trend, and interest rates are on the rise. Moving into the spring and summer months, meteorologist Art Douglas of Creighton University predicts steady warming and agriculture-friendly weather conditions in much of the United States. Douglas shared his forecast during a recent Cattle Facts Outlook seminar and explained that we'll soon experience another El Niño weather pattern. The forecast outlook appears to be most promising for areas east of the Rocky Mountains. For the Central Plains and Western Corn Belt, Douglas predicted favorable temperatures and precipitation for planting and the growing season. Increased precipitation in the southeast should bring much-needed drought relief. Douglas said the recent rainfall pattern in the west will likely transition to a drier pattern for the coming months, and the Pacific Northwest will face the greatest potential for encountering drought situations. Visit Angus.media to read more from the Cattle Facts Outlook seminar.
The Angus Foundation announces a new scholarship to support the next generation of the Angus breed. The family of Pat Goggins, a longtime Angus breeder and entrepreneur, recently provided a $11,750 gift to establish the Pat Goggins Memorial Angus Scholarship Endowment Fund. Goggins was a self-taught auctioneer from Billings, Montana, who became one of the leading purebred livestock auctioneers in the country. He and his family established Vermilion Ranch more than 50 years ago, and over the years, his keen business sense led him to a number of endeavors. An undergraduate scholarship for $750 will be presented in his honor during the National Junior Angus Show each summer. Visit angusfoundation.org to learn more about the scholarship and offerings through the Angus Foundation.
When we return, Certified Angus Beef reports on its 1 billion pound year.
Then Crystal Albers discusses genomically enhanced EPDs with Dan Mosier of Angus Genetics Incorporated and Kent Anderson from Zoetis.
Visit Angus.media to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.
This isn't a 9-to-5 job. So when you check the pants one last time, put away the tools, and make sure everything's ready to hand off to the night crew. It's not the clock that tells you the day is over. It's the confidence of knowing you got it right. It's having one less thing to worry about when the sun goes down. So when you see the signs of BRD, choose confidence. Choose Zuprevo from Merck Animal Health. Talk to your veterinarian about Zuprevo for BRD treatment.
Did you know that your checkoff works to grow demand for U.S. beef in more than 80 countries? Did you know export markets add more than $250 in value to each head? Did you know your checkoff works to develop, defend, and dispel in an effort to expand international markets? While you're focused on managing your beef business, your checkoff is developing new foreign markets and defending those where U.S. beef is currently sold. Get to know your checkoff at mybeefcheckoff.com.
Briarwood Farms is turning green grass into black gold with their 2017 offering on March 19th in Butler, Missouri. Bid to win herd building genetics from ET packages by 10X and Sit's Top Game out of Sid Gen Foundation Buena Ann. Or set your sights on Springer Fall Bulls with genetics to grow your herd all the way from pasture to plate. Looking for females? Briarwood has productive open bred and cow-calf pairs ready to turn green grass into black gold, including daughters by Sid Gen, CC and 7 and Deer Valley All In. Sale begins at 1 p.m. at Briarwood Farms on March 19th or view the sale online. And don't forget, every bull buyer is entered for a chance to win a commercial heifer.
Today's beef consumer has questions. BQA has the answers. Your beef quality assurance certification allows you to share a story that assures customers that you are responsibly raising a safe, wholesome, and healthy beef supply. Becoming BQA certified just became even more convenient with a new interactive training experience that is online and available 24/7. So what are you waiting for? Get started today by visiting bqa.org.
Looking for high-quality, range-raised bulls and females this spring? McCabe Genetics invites you to their 24th annual bull and commercial female sale, selling 1,000 head of high-quality cattle, all of them exposed to fescue, 190 Angus bulls, yearlings, 18 months and 2-year-olds, 60 Hereford bulls, 18 months and 2-year-olds, and 750 count of commercial females consigned by these operations sell. March 23rd at McCabe Genetics near Elk City, Kansas. Starts promptly at noon. Visit McCabeGenetics.com or call 620-332-4244. We'll see you March 23rd.
Shock Cattle Company is a family-owned and operated ranch in southwest Idaho. We run about 700 registered Angus cows. Integrity is very important to our family. It's our name that's behind these bulls. It's our brand that's on these bulls. And the I-50K test just helps us get there and add more integrity to those cattle. That's something we require when we're selecting for herd bulls. It's something we like to pass on to our customers and take the guesswork out of that bull just a little more.
Take the guesswork out of bull buying. Ask for I-50K. Learn more at i50k.com.